Hey y'all, it's your hands-free chef Romeo coming at you again. This is now my third attempt at making this video because my girlfriend keeps calling and well, sorry, but she comes first. um anyways, back to what's going on. Here is my chocolate concoction. Man, is it ever looking good. So, we got that going. There's my homemade chocolate. There's Toblerone. There's raisins. Oh, excuse me. I just put a little bit of milk in there to cream it up a bit so it's not super thick. Uh, I put my homemade medicated butter inside it. And there's quite a bit in there. This will be highly medicated. And that's not all. I make my own shatter. I am having a little bit of difficulty opening it because, well, yeah, no hands, so it's kind of hard. I might have to call somebody to come and help me open it. But then I'm gonna melt that down and put that in the chocolate mixture also, which will make it a lot more highly medicated. Anyways, so I was telling you about what happened up north and how I lost my hands so that I don't have to keep on telling this story over and over and over. So now I can just say, hey, just go on my Facebook and watch the video and it'll tell you everything. So yeah, I was up north, hunter, fucking chef. I was there 6 years. And it's one shitty night. I went out. I was dressed to be out for 18 hours. Anyways, but like all my stuff was at my cabin, and so I didn't have any weapons on me, which sucked, or flashlights or anything. Kind of stupid, but I did not expect for a freak storm to happen. Now I'm more aware to always be prepared. Excuse me, I have to stir this here. It's getting a little thick. I think I need to put a little bit more milk in here. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth from the story to my treats here because I want the treats to come out really good. There you go. There we go. That's looking beautiful. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a few seconds here. Wow, that looks so good. Anyways, so I was wearing wolf mitts, very warm, and gummicks. Anyways, as I was walking to my cabin, the weather wasn't bad at all, but I was very bundled up. 2 masks, 2 hats, crazy amount of stuff on. I was warm. Anyways, once I passed the town limits, this crazy storm hit. Was a whiteout. I couldn't see nothing. Just white. Couldn't see my hands in front of me. Couldn't see my feet below me. Couldn't see nothing. And I knew if I kept going straight, I would probably get disoriented and lost. And I would be lost in wolf territory. So I would have got eaten. Only because I don't have a weapon on me. Or I would have fought to the death. Anyway, so my bright idea was to take my cell phone out, send that I'm stuck in a whiteout. I don't know where I'm at right now. I said I know I'm at the town limits, but I'm afraid to walk straight because it's wolf territory. I don't have weapons, and that to please send somebody to help me. The message wouldn't go through because I was too far out of the town. So I put the phone back in my pocket, put my mitts back on, did a nice 360, kind of turned myself around, and walked back, hoping that I would see the town lights and be safe. Well, that did not happen. All I remember is waking up, and when I opened my eyes, I could see black, and it was moving, and what the fuck? And I turned my head like this, and I could see the storm, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was hanging. So the only thing holding me up was my forehead and my tippy toe, and the rest, my one leg and two arms, were hanging in this hole, which is a pressure ridge, which is when the ocean breaks open. So I was like, if I fell in, I'd be dead. There would be no getting out. So of course I kind of panicked, and I was pushing and kicking the ice to get myself out of the hole, which I finally got myself out. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm alive, thank God. So from there I started walking a little bit slower because I was putting my foot out to make sure that there was not another hole that I would fall into. I do not know how long I was knocked out for. I couldn't tell you. But I think it was long enough for my hands to freeze. Reason that I did not notice that my mitts were off. I don't know for a fact, but I think that maybe when I fell and hit, the jerk took my mitts off. And I was hanging, and my hands probably touched the water and froze. Who knows how long I was there for. It was really weird because when I was walking, I was opening, I thought, and it felt like I was opening and closing my hands inside of my mitts to keep them warm, to keep momentum kind of thing. But I guess not, because they were froze. Anyways, I walked and walked and walked 12 hours, minus 60. Nobody came looking for me. Once or twice I was just like, fuck man, I don't know. I don't know where I am. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. Then I started to feel the cold through my jacket on my chest, and I'm like, oh shit, have I been out here 18 hours? What the fuck? Because that's what I was dressed for. So I was kind of tripping then. And then I sat down. I did not believe in God at the time. So I did the little pray thing, and I said, listen bro, I don't believe in you, but if you believe in me, show me a way, bro, because if not, I ain't moving from here. Seen? And then I saw something that could not possibly be there because I couldn't see nothing except for that, which was a skidoo with the girl I was dating at the time and my niece, which was 4 years old, which why the hell would she be in a friggin' whiteout storm? So I was like, whatever. So I ran to them. I'm here, and once I got to them, it was so fucked up. It was like a mirage, it just snow broke apart and disappeared. It was really fucking messed up. The craziest stuff I've ever went through. That freaked me out, and I started to, I was like, oh man, I'm fucking hallucinating. I might, actually die right now. Shit. And I screamed at the air, and I was like, is this you, bro? It's not fucking funny. Anyways, then I heard my niece saying, uncle, this way. So I followed it, as anybody would. And it didn't really take me anywhere. I followed it, it got faint, and then it went away. Then I was just like, I was being kind of belligerent and shit to God, I guess. Saying, dude, you're like a fucking kid in a sandbox. Is this a fucking joke to you? Ah! Because, like, I knew I was probably hypothermic and close to death. Because I was hallucinating and hearing things and really crazy shit. Anyways, I heard my niece's voice 3 times. On the 3rd time, I saw a light, and you know, if it was a skidoo, when you get closer to it, the light's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Wasn't like that. So I started running towards the light, screaming, I'm here, thinking it's a skidoo, but the light got smaller and smaller and smaller as I got closer. So I was like, what the fuck? You know, like I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die right now. But the light was still there. So I kept running to it. And once I got close enough, it turned into a bunch of little lights, which then I got shook because like I knew where I was, which is when the planes land in Cambridge Bay, Nunavut. It was the beginning of the runway, which is 20 miles out of the town. And the thing that was fucking kind of scary is that I left town this way and I came back this way, which means I did a circle all the way around Cambridge Bay, Nunavut, which is fucking crazy. So I followed that until I saw the airport. I knew I couldn't go to the airport because, you know, there's a big ass hill and then there's a fence with barbed wire, and like I was way too cold to even try and attempt that. So I just kept going, saw the like the actual entrance to the airport, kept going till I saw the town, ran across the ice, ran up the hill. The RCMP station, all the skidoos are still out front, so I'm like, wow, they didn't even come and look for me. Like, did my text not go through? Like, what the fuck? And it's really messed up. Anyways, I got back to the house, and when I got there, that shook me the most and made me actually start to believe in God, which I think is a female, by the way. Anyways, I saw my niece at the window like this, praying and looking for me, which it shook me. It kind of made me cry. Once I got in the house, the girl I was with at the time freaking out, and I'm like, dude, like, what's your beef? I'm here, you know? And supposedly all I could say was, I couldn't really talk. But she said, look at your hands. And I was like, what do you mean? And I looked down, and my hands were in fists. They were white like the snow outside. And if I would have touched them on something, they would have shattered. They were really, really bad. Sorry. Sorry about that. I just gotta check my milk. Check my chocolate here. Make sure it's nice and smooth for me to pour. But I also still need to open my shatter here. That's gonna be really hard. So that I can add that in to this mixture. Anyways, I got to the hospital, which isn't really a hospital, it's a health center, which they have doctors that come from down here up there, but it's only once or every second month or something like that. And it just so happened that this happened when there was no doctors in town, just volunteers. So I got malpracticed to the highest amount of malpractice. When I got in there, they melted my hands, wrapped my hands up, gave me a Tic Tac, as in it was a Tylenol 3, one Tylenol 3, and sent me home. I did not eat, sleep, Go to the washroom, nothing. Just insane amounts of pain. The next day, I went in, and that's the first picture that you see in my pictures that I posted up. They popped that, wrapped it up, gave me a Tic Tac, and sent me home. Next day I came in, that's the second picture. They didn't really know what to do. They wrapped my hands up again, gave me a Tic Tac, and sent me home. So mind you, for a whole 2 weeks I did not eat, I did not sleep, I did not use the washroom, I did not do anything but scream and cry in pain. The most pain any person will ever go through. If y'all girls think that childbirth is something, nah, honey, sorry. Childbirth is like for however many hours, and it's just one day, you know. Me, it was 2 weeks straight, plus the rest of my life. So, trust me, this trumps childbirth. Having your body die while it's still attached to you. Third day I went in. They didn't give me any anesthetics or anything. Sat me down and skinned my hands in front of me. Which I felt, and it sucked, and it was gross to watch. But educational. If they would have sent me out there, I would have just lost the fingertips and I would still have my hands. Which really pissed me off when I got to Edmonton. Well, because I am a chef, so it is a big deal for me to lose my hands. Plus, I was a really, really amazing drawer. Like, I drew really wicked things. I don't know if you saw the tattoo on my back there with the cross and the nun in it. I drew that. I'll show it to you just in case you didn't see it. I also drew this. I also drew this one. Ow! Can't bend anymore. Getting old. I'm really good at drawing. Not anymore. No fingers. But I can still cook and bake. That's a plus. Anyway, so once I got to Edmonton, actually, they were supposed to send me to Edmonton on a medevac, which is a plane that is for people that have been injured or sick or whatever. They didn't put me on that. They put me on a commercial flight, which really sucked because, you know, kids were scared and screaming. Parents were tripping out and swearing at me. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I freaked out. And I flipped out on the parents and swore at them and everything on the plane. I had an air marshal pull a gun on me because I was being psychotic. And I told him, like, listen, bro, if you don't put that fucking gun away, I'm going to break your fucking hands and shove that gun up your ass. Now come over here and have a chat with me. And I explained to him what happened and that I didn't choose to be on this plane. And I do not appreciate people screaming and yelling at me for something I have no way to fix what you are screaming at me about. I can't hide this. I can't sit on them. They'll break off and that would suck and hurt a lot. Like, there was no way for me to hide it. So, like, you know, he apologized for pulling his weapon on me and got me a seat with the stewardess in the middle part where the people that were sitting in the chairs could not see me, so that their kiddies could be like, not crying, which was really stupid. Then I got to Edmonton and the pain stopped because they put me on this liquid liquid ketamine or some shit like that. It was like this blue stuff, supposedly very highly addictive. So it was like locked up in this freaking case, and like it was blue and pumping in me. And like after that hit me, I was like, this shit's fucking boss. And I sat for 2 weeks in that hospital before they took everything from me. And that's my story. But look at me now. Yeah. I can cook, bake, play PlayStation, roll joints, roll blunts, drive an e-bike, drive a car. You name it, I could do it. I can't snap my fingers. That sucks. I can't hitchhike. Oh, man. I got mad jokes, though. Like, I went up to Nunavut. I came back with none of it. Get it? Shit. I kill me sometimes. Fucking hilarious. Yes, I can joke about it. Yes, I can laugh. Why? Because it's better than crying. Oh, I got it. Wicked. See what happens? When you lose something, it's not over. Just try again until you get it right. Huh? Ah. My mouth is special. Okay. Shit. Okay. Now, there's my homemade chatter. Full to the top. I'm going to melt this and pour that in my chocolate. And then I'm going to pour my chocolate into the molds. Then I'm going to put the molds in the freezer. And then when they're done, I'm going to take them out of the molds. Take hundreds of pictures. Post them on my Facebook. And y'all can check that shit out there. Right now, I'm going to say sorry for my swearing. I can't help it. It just comes out. So if there's little kids watching, do not say the F word. Say fudge. And don't say the S word. Say sugar. And if your mommy and daddy tell you to wear your mitts, wear your mitts. Because I promise you, you do not want to be like this. For me, I get over things easy, and I'm not a quitter, and I don't give up. Not everybody's like that. But I'm here to inspire everyone that it's not over if you lose something, and to never give up, and that anything is possible. And I'll always be here to inspire all of you. Mad love from your hands-free Chef Romeo. Thanks for watching.